Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tammy. I own a small bath and body company called Walnut Creek Bath Boutique here in Indiana. Today's video is all about my making my foaming bath whip. I used this in a video early on in my YouTube video, whatever this is called, and somebody did ask for me to bring a video the next time I made it. So that's what I'm doing. I am showing you how I made this foaming bath whip. You probably can't see a thing. It's just white in a white bucket. I use this old Crafter's Choice bucket that I bought way back when, and I just keep reusing it. So I made 6.5 pounds of foaming bath whip. And I've already taped the video and the intro and the outro and the whole thing. And my goodness, guys, I was all over the place. Guys, I knew when I started off, the video was just going to be a very random, just kind of me talking about what was going on and different things like that about my first craft show coming up. And I was just kind of gabbing with you guys, and just, it's such an easy recipe. I just thought, you know, I'm just gonna chat. So that's what the video is mostly. It's just me chatting while I make this. But I don't think I was very clear in the reasoning for my making this foaming bath whip, so I thought I would do this really quick. New intro for this video. The reason for my bath whip, which I don't really use that very often. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of foaming bath whip for any purpose, actually. I really prefer my own sugar scrub base and different things like that, but it's fun to have on hand. It's easy when you want something quick and easy to just kind of fill your table up if you're running low on something. But for the most part, it's not my favorite product, so I don't really use it very often. But the reason I have it is I am going to be going to I think it's called like a women's tea, but it's an overnight stay. Women go to Turkey Run State Park, and they stay at the inn, and they have classes and speakers, and it's just like this big group of women that get together every year for this event. I am kind of nervous about giving a class. I've never given a class, but I have been approached several times here in the last few months about doing a class, like a kind of a wine and canvas type of scenario. So I want to kind of get my feet wet a little bit, get a feel for actually doing a class. I fully expect this to be a huge bust financially. I'm losing money in my time and in my products a little bit. So for this class, we are going to do 3 products. I'm going to do a sugar scrub, body or room spray, and bath salt. And that's $20 is all I'm charging for all 3 products. I know, it's crazy. I'm really not allowed to charge more than $20 to be a part of the event. It's not like I'm going to lose money on ingredients cost, but I'm not going to get the income on those products that I would if I just sold them outright. I mean, clearly. But here's the thing. I have 7 containers of salts on my shelf. I don't do a thing with those salts. I've made salts, they don't sell. I have salts up there that are not selling. I'm just so sick of seeing these salts. I just want them out of my life. So I'm okay taking a loss on those salts because they've just been sitting there forever. Another thing, these jugs, I bought these on accident and they're just sitting there, and I'm not able to do anything with these things. I put salt in them and I had them working 50% off just to get them off my table. So I'm okay because these are going away in this class, and that makes me happy. Another bottle, I have these. I hardly ever use these. They're just sitting there, taking up space, not being utilized. And this is a way for me to use up ingredients and packaging that have been sitting on my table that I can't get rid of. So I'm kind of okay with the whole thought of losing a little bit of money on these, on all of this, because I feel like I'm gaining something. I'm gaining space and I'm gaining like peace of mind knowing that those things are out of my life. So I have a big container full of packaging items that are ready to go. I don't know how many women are going to be in my class. I was going to have up to 20. They're limiting the number of women this year, so I'm looking for maybe 10 to 15, which is not ideal for the amount of time I'm going to be there, but I'll take what I can get. And then next year, I will probably do something a little different and actually try to make money. The other reason that I'm kind of okay with this being considered a loss because of my hours, it's like 45 minutes away for me, and just I'm losing a day, all that good stuff, is I'm just kind of doing this as a way to get my name out there, kind of I don't want to say PR, but advertising or something like that. Just getting my name out, maybe trying to gain customers. Long enough intro. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to plug in the making of that. Sorry guys, I am all over the place, so, you know, just forgive me for that ahead of time, but it was fun anyway. during the making of it, I was just having a blast. Alrighty. So this morning, I came down and sprayed down all of my countertops and my equipment and my bucket and everything. I sprayed everything down with 70% alcohol and just let it air dry throughout the day. I even sprayed this down, but it probably doesn't look like it. Let me at least try to work while I talk. So this is my SCI noodles. I've already weighed it off and I've ground them down twice. It calls for powder. I don't have powder. I don't want to buy 2 different bags, but I did grind it twice, trying to get it as close to a powder as I can. Clearly, I have increased this recipe size. I'm gonna get that in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and get my water in there, but I have to go weigh it off. Dang. What am I doing? I'm just gonna start dumping water in here. Hang on. Oh, dang it. Guys, I dropped my water. It landed like this on the floor. It didn't fall. Now I got water on the floor, but this didn't. It landed straight up and down. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to, give me a second. I'm going to clean up my water. I'm going to respray this. Hang on. I cannot believe that landed upright. That was so crazy. I don't even know what I was saying. I'm going to keep my scale back there because I have it all teared out and ready. So the next thing I'm going to put in here is stearic acid. All right, guys. We are good. So the last 2 ingredients were cocoa betaine and vegetable glycerin. And that's it. That's all that goes in here. Water, SCI noodles, stearic acid, cocoa betaine, and vegetable glycerin. This is not an inexpensive base to make, especially when you like make a big batch like I do. Like this was, I'm not going to tell you my grams, but you know, I'm shy of 1,000 grams of SCI noodles in this. It's pretty expensive. This weekend is my first craft show weekend. And, you know what? I'm going to bring the camera up. There you are. So this weekend is my first craft show of the year. And it is a 2-weekend show. So it's this Saturday, Sunday, and next Saturday and Sunday. So it's the last weekend in February and the first weekend in March every year. It's called the Maple Festival, or Maple Fest. I should know the name of it. I always call it the Maple Festival, but I think it's called something a little bit different than that. So that's the next 2 weekends. So Friday I'll be setting up and I'll be there. You know, I won't get anything done this weekend. I've cleaned my house. Just knowing that I probably won't be doing much cleaning in the next couple weeks. So I really look forward to that show. My husband looks forward to it so he can have an excuse to eat pancakes. They have pancakes there with real maple syrup. It's good. So that's the next couple weekends. So I really don't have time to prepare much. So this is my Tuesday afternoon that I get to leave work early. So I'm here Tuesday afternoon making my base for the turkey run thing. I may take like 2 or 3 different soaps, and I'll take my lip balms. They always sell real easily. And I may just take a few little odds and ends, or I may just take like testers or samples for them to test my creams, because once somebody tests my cream, they usually buy it. And my business cards and different things like that. So I'm okay with the fact that I'm probably going to be not making a lot on my products that they are actually making and buying. I'm looking forward to it though. So that's next. This is the 3rd year, guys. This is the 3rd year that I've been involved in this, and the 1st year that I'm going, because it's been canceled 2 years in a row. So this is super thick, but we're just melting it slowly over low heat. That's why it's kind of a boring video. And that's why I'm just gabbing with you guys. So next month, I'm actually quite busy. I have a thing tomorrow night here in town, just a very informal, get to know me type of thing. I'm taking some lip balms and some samples for the ladies. Very, very informal. That's tomorrow night, and then this weekend is busy. Next weekend's busy. I think I have a weekend off before this, and then I'm starting in. I mean, then I have like 2 shows really close together. My husband keeps saying, you're going to have so many online orders, you won't have to do these shows anymore, with a real strong, inflection of hope in his voice. I don't mind doing the craft shows. They're tiring, and it's difficult sometimes, but I have to rope him into helping me a lot, so I'm sure he's probably over it. Maybe one day I can go down and just do the ones that I really enjoy. I really enjoy the Maple Dust. So I'm just going to be stirring this until this SCI is melted. And just kind of making sure it's not scorching. It's very, very thick. I brought the camera up so we could talk, and then you can't see how thick this is. Let me bring this over. Let me see if I can do this. I should not do this. It's goopy and super, super thick. So I'm going to shut you off for a while. I'm just going to keep melting this, keep stirring it, and I'll bring you back, and maybe we'll talk some more, if you want to hear me. I didn't know I was such a gabber. I mean, really? I didn't know that until I started doing these videos. I was like, dang, I don't shut up. You know, honestly, in person, I'm not this way. I'm not this gabby. I don't just ramble like that. Well, I may ramble a little bit, but I'm not. I'm just a little bit more reserved. I don't know why. You guys bring it out in me. It's been cooking for a little while, so we're just going to check it really quickly. It's up to, well, let me stir it before I take the temperature. 134, so it's probably not there yet. And I can still see some granules on the side of the pot as I'm stirring it that aren't melted. So you just really want to make sure the whole batch is completely smooth and melted. So I'm just getting ready for my show this weekend. Packing up my soaps right now, counting. So I stopped counting. I don't know if you guys saw my craft show, you know, like kind of like a get ready with me type of thing. But I kind of shared how I do a spreadsheet of everything I take, and so that way when I get back, even before I leave the show, I just say, well, I took 15 bars of X and I have 10 left, so I sold 5, you know, and it would really quickly tell me how many I sold without having to do major counts. Well, I stopped doing that because I've started to run every sale through my Shopify website point of service. Even at work, if somebody picks something up at work, I run it through, I'll get my phone out and I run it through so that my inventory is accurate on my website and in my room here is always accurate. And I was worried about doing that. I even did a quick, well, it wasn't a quick video. I did a video about it like back in November that I never aired because I, for my own reasons, decided not to. But I was really worried about the time it would take for me to be on my phone, to ring up that sale, and, you know, because most of the time I'm by myself at these shows. That was really an unfounded worry. It doesn't really take me that long to ring it up. So yeah, I've been enjoying doing that. But I'm going to Rockville. Rockville has no service for me. Zero service. So I can't ring it up. And so then I'm back to worrying about selling at Rockville out of something that is still on my website. And most of the year, I have it figured out by just keeping my website up to date and just running every sale through that. But when I am Saturday and Sunday going to be in Rockville, and I don't know how I'm going to do that. And it's not like my website gets so much traffic that that's this huge concern. It's really not that big of a concern. But maybe one day it will be. And then I need to figure that out. Oh, I thought it was done, but I feel one little granule, which may come from my whisk. So let me get one of my spatulas here. Clean off my whisk a little bit. Make sure there's no granules on there that's not getting melted. It's probably been heating for about 25 minutes or so. And again, you just want to rub it between your fingers. I don't feel any granules, so I think it's heated through. So I'm going to get the stick blender in there and just go to town on it for a second. All right, I've got it all stick blended in, and now I'm just going to let it rest. I kind of commandeered my husband's neck wraps for my hair. I like these. They're like fishing neck wraps or honey neck wraps. My husband uses them when he fishes. I like them because they're silky and they're easier on my curls. So that's why I wear them. And I really like them. I was looking for some like surgery bonnets or something that had the silk in it, and they're hard to find and they're expensive when you can find them. So these work great for that. Let me look at my notes here. All right, so guys, all I'm going to do at this point is let it come to cool, kind of closer to that room temperature, a little warmer than that, and add my Optifin, stick blend that in, and then go from there. Did you see my video about the cupcakes? My making soap that won't sell? They don't sell. I think I've sold 2. So I'm going to take 3 this weekend, and maybe over the next couple weeks I can get them sold. I'll probably mark them down. Dang it, I knew I wouldn't sell them. I can't help myself. Okay guys, well, I checked it a few minutes ago and it was about 125. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and add the Optifin because the temperature for that is 140. So we are good to add Optifin now. But I will stir this one more time just to make sure we're good and below that. Yep, 118. I want to add it before it gets too thick because I really want to blend it in well. It is that simple. This is such an easy recipe. I don't know how much I'm going to take to this women's thing. I just don't know. I don't know how many women are signing up for my class. So once I know that, I'll be able to have a better judge of how much to take. Okay. So I've got my clean bucket here. I'm just going to pour it right in. I thought about making a mechanic soap with this, or a scrub. So I may do that with whatever's left over after turkey run. I'm trying to more gabbing here, isn't it? I'm trying to work out bringing back my men's line this year. That's one of my goals for the year, is to bring back my men's line. I never did very well with my men's line before. I had just a few shoppers, or a few regulars that would buy it, but it wasn't enough to make making and purchasing all the, the packaging items and storing all those. It just wasn't enough to keep me making it. So this year I do want to give it a try again. It has been, at least 3 years. At least 3 years since I've had men's products. So I thought about doing a mechanic scrub. I tested a beard co-wash formula this weekend. So I'm sending those to my son, and a friend has a son that has beards. And I think I want to try a shaving soap. I haven't done that in forever. Next night, and my bath whip is done. I figured out that this makes my batch size is a little over 6.5 pounds of bath whip. And this cost me about $25 to make. Now, I include in my cost of making products any shipping or anything like that. So that includes just my products, also includes shipping. So I went online and I checked 3 different sites, and it ranges from $4 to $6 a pound before shipping. So it's definitely a better value to make it yourself. You saw how easy it was. It's just, you throw it in the pot and you heat it up and you stick blend it for a minute. So it's a super simple recipe. So guys, that's it. I got to thinking today, I don't even know what I said yesterday when I was making this. I was like, when I edit this video, it's gonna probably be ridiculous. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for your comments. I love them all. So I'm going to be quite interested to see what in the world I talked about yesterday when I taped. I have no idea what was coming out of my mouth. I was really just off the cuff. Whatever came to my mind, I was saying. So hopefully that was okay for you. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.